What's up, everybody? We're ready for another round of Wordle. Can you believe it? If we are successful here, we're going to get it up to 99 days, which is pretty sweet. We're going to do this for Friday, January 5, 2024. As always, the only thing that we do on this channel right now is we offer challenges for both Art and his viewers to make Wordle more fun. I mean, if you've been playing this game, can you believe it, guys? We're already on like 900 something. There's a point where you have to say to yourself, do I really want to just put in that same word every day? It's going to be very tedious, okay? It's going to be very boring, and we want to make this fresh. Yes, the streak sort of is on the line, but most of the challenges are set up in such a way that if you sense that it's not working out, you can pull the ripcord and just go into regular everyday Wordle. The challenge for today is alphabetical in nature. We must submit for every guess a word which includes 2 adjacent letters in the alphabet. That's pretty much it. So, for instance, about, okay, would be perfect because you have the AB. You can't reverse it, though. So, bayou, for example, would not work, okay? I came up with a very clever 2-word combo. We're going to go steel, which is an anagram of slate, so that you can't get much better than that. And notice the ST are adjacent, so that will satisfy the challenge. An E and an L, that's pretty respectable. And we're going to do rough for a 10-letter unique combo. And again, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So rough has the GH adjacent to one another. Look at that, guys. A 4+1 unscramble. I would be absolutely thrilled if we could get this in 3. For some reason, I'm having a sense of deja vu, and I remember being in a similar situation here and screwing it up. Okay? Kind of screwing it up. I think it was a word like lodge or something. So, let's see what we can have here. I mean, it should... Oh, is it good? I think it should be bulge, right? It should be bulge. It's unfortunate that bulge itself doesn't have 2 adjacent alphabetical letters, but that's just screaming bulge, isn't it? I don't think we've had it either. So steel, rough, bulge would be an extremely satisfying guess in 3. We're going to ask the time-rounded question. Did Art get it in 3? Nope, he didn't. Darn it, because it's lunge, not bulge. Darn it! Oh well, what can you do? Just being too aggressive and not thinking through all my possibilities and just trying to get that coveted 3, which for a challenge is really, really good. Oh, well, guys, what can you do? Please join me for tomorrow's challenge. We're going to do a demo of it on the Infinite Wordle. All right, guys, this is probably going to be, I would make the argument this is probably one of the most insane challenges ever. I don't even know why I don't even know why I'm advertising this challenge. This is sick. Are you ready? Every single answer must be alphabetical, both from the first letter and the last letter. You got that? So every single answer choice must be alphabetical with both the first letter and the last letter. So obviously the first letter is the one that will kind of like dominate your guess, because you want to be careful about what it starts with. Ooh, and the last letter too. This is going to be dreadfully difficult because it basically means you need to do words that are like this, right? And then B blank blank B, and then you pray that it doesn't end in something, early in the alphabet as well. This has a very high fail rate, I'm sure, but let's give it a shot just for the fun of it. We'll do aloha. Okay. So what could we do with a B? I mean, I could continue. Well, I guess the thing is you really do have to advance your last letter. Yeah, you have to advance your last letter. Unfortunately. Because I'm not sure how that would really work. It could still be an A as long as there's the word that comes next would be later in the dictionary. But that's going to be pretty hard to do, and we don't want to keep reusing those A's. So now we're going to go with a B. It doesn't have to end in a B. It could actually end in a C. Ooh, wow, that's a hard one. And I can't possibly imagine something like that. Blurb. Oh, it's not terrible. I mean, we're doubling up on the B's. We don't have the L anymore, so we're just introducing 3 new letters, but I'm okay to go with it. Okay, blurb didn't get us anything. That's to be expected. Now we're going to go to C and end in a C. Civic. Okay, we have an I now. So now we're going to go to D. We need to get the E looked at for sure. Well, do we? I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Oh, wow. Dined. We get the E and the N looked at. Okay. We have 3 letters. Onion is looking pretty interesting, isn't it? Onion is looking really interesting. So what would be the safest way to test for that? If I did elfin, it's very late in the alphabet, though. That's the only problem. But if I did elfin, then I could do onion because it, even though I'm using the same letter, remember we agreed that as long as that next word would appear later in the alphabet, then that satisfies the challenge. It's not correct, darn it. And we have 1 guess left. It could be stint. Oh, but that if that's the answer, that would be miraculous. I will double check at the end, but I think it would have satisfied. Oh, shoot. Forget it. It was noisy. That's too unfortunate. It's a hard challenge, guys. It's a hard challenge. I actually believe, if you look at it, I did satisfy the challenge. The left column of letters goes in alphabetical, A, B, C, D, E, S, and the right does too, A, B, C, D, N, T. I think the elfin was just an atrocious guess and just didn't think about all the possibilities. I don't think there was too many. I don't know why I did stint. That was pretty silly. Oh, well. Yeah, we failed. Good luck, guys, tomorrow. If you have any questions, put them in the comments just to clarify the challenge. But again, we want to make sure that the left column, the first row, or sorry, the first column of letters is alphabetical, and the last is alphabetical as well. You can repeat a letter only if it would appear later in the dictionary. You can repeat a last letter as long as it would appear later in the dictionary. I hope that makes sense, guys. Oof. I'm going to be really dreading tomorrow's Wordle. So I hope to see you tomorrow for the next round of Challenge Edition of Wordle with Art.